Hey YouTube, it's Tracy from Entrepreneur Girl, and today is Tracy's tips, and we are going to be talking about removing product from our inventory with Amazon FBA warehouses. I received a lot of questions about removing product, removing some inventory item, and how to do it, and how to figure it out under Seller Central, why we would do it, what kind of fees do we have. And so I thought I would take all of those questions that the subscribers have asked in the comment section, below all the videos and on my social media and in my email and everything. And I thought I would combine them in this video. So I hope I hit all your questions. If I don't, please comment below and either I will answer you or a fellow subscriber reseller will answer you, and we'll just try to continue the conversation down below. There's 5 main reasons why we as sellers would like to have our products returned. The first one is that it's a customer return and it's customer defective. So for some reason, the customer has opened it, maybe they broke it, maybe it's no longer considered new, and we need to have those items sent back to us so that we can examine them, determine the condition of them, and we can send them back or make a decision on what we want to do next. The other one is customers will send returns back to Amazon, and they will say that the product is defective in some way. It doesn't work like it's supposed to. There's something wrong with it. And in this situation, we would also want to have it sent back to us because we would need to see if the customer is telling the truth, if our product really truly is defective, or if something else is going on. And then once we have the product and examine it, we can make a better decision and then, resubmit the product or whatever we choose. The third reason would be that somehow the product got damaged in the warehouse. And if this is the case, you should not be doing a create a removal order form. What you want to do here is try to get a reimbursement from Amazon 100% of the time. So if anything that Amazon has done or the warehouse has done, or if they've lost your product or they've damaged your product or anything on their behalf, they will send you an email, much like the other email, saying, click this link below to move your unfillable inventory. And sometimes it'll tell you that it was warehouse damage, but sometimes it'll just say things like missing SKUs or missing, give some kind of information that you're not really sure what they're talking about. And if that happens, you can always open a case with Amazon and have them research that particular product more carefully. And a lot of times they will come back and say, yes, it was damaged in the warehouse. And then instead of having a removal order form, you'll want to try to get reimbursement from Amazon. The fourth reason is just it's slow moving. There may be some books that you submitted, they're not selling, it's been over a year, you're trying to clean up your inventory. In that case, have it sent back to you or destroyed. You can determine by the price of the product thing, and probably the main thing is the long-term storage fees. So you don't want to acquire these fees with your product, so you're trying to have them removed out of the Amazon warehouse and sent back to you. And truth be told, I've done this and then resubmitted the products later, and then it just started the whole cycle again. If I felt they were still good product, something had happened that they didn't sell in that duration, but I felt they would sell. And another reason that you would have them sent back to you is if they're expired. So say you have groceries that you've sent in, it's past the expiration date, you would want to have those probably destroyed in that case. That's what I've always chosen to do because I don't want expired merchandise either. And the last reason is just they're not suitable for resale for whatever reason. Something's happened to them, they're just not sellable, and you need to have them destroyed or sent back to you. So those are the main reasons, the reasons that I've chosen anyway, to have products removed, and those are the main reasons that I hear about. I'm going to show you the fees to remove, I'm going to show you the options to remove, and then we're actually going to go to our Seller Central page and walk through which buttons to click, because I know that page can be overwhelming and just hard. So I still have to navigate it, and I've been doing this a while. So I imagine if you're new, there's just a lot of different reports, a lot of different buttons. So we're just going to walk through it together so that you can find it. All right, so here we go. Okay, so here are the fees. This is what it costs you to have the return of an item or the disposal of an item. These are the standard size. Standard size is 20 pounds or less with dimensions that don't exceed 18 by 8 by 14 inches. If you have an oversized item, then these are the prices to have it returned or disposed of. So you can see that obviously it's cheaper to have it destroyed than it is to have it shipped back to you, and you will need to consider that when making a determination. If you have a book that really isn't worth having it sent back to you, you might opt to have it destroyed. We talked about having expired food, you would opt to have that destroyed. If it's missing, if it's been damaged by the warehouse, you wouldn't even do this, you would do a reimbursement. But for all the other reasons that we're going to be talking about today, these are the fees that you would incur. And so you want to be mindful of that. So what we're going to be talking about today is just your basic removal to remove a product and have it sent back to you. But there are two other options that I want you just to be aware of and know about in case you don't. The second one is that you can remove in bulk, and I'm going to put that link down below and you can just click on it, go right to the Amazon page that talks about removing a lot of items at once if that's what you need to do. And the second thing is you can set it up to remove automatically so you don't have to worry about monitoring this all the time. And I'm going to put that link below too. But for today, we're not going to talk about those two things, but you do have the link so that you have easy access to do that if those are something that interests you. This is going to be the page for removing inventory automatically. The other link, removing inventory in bulk. So now we're going to go to our Amazon Seller Central page. We're going to go to inventory and then down to manage inventory page. And you just click on that. And then once you're on this page, then you're going to click on the items that you actually want to have removed. And then you're going to, other items are clicked on the other side, on the right-hand side of the page on this drop-down menu. You're going to come up here and scroll to Create Removal Item. And you're going to click on that. The page that's going to pop up when you click on that. And if you want to have it shipped back to you, then you're going to click on this Ship To address. And you can't put P.O. boxes, you have to put physical addresses in here. If you want them to dispose of it in the Amazon warehouse, then this is the option that you would click right here, this button right there. For here, the set order ID, if you leave it blank, they just self-generate one for you. I leave mine blank, I don't worry about it. But if you wanted to have a specific order ID for your bookkeeping, for your record keeping, or if you kind of, hide dates or anything in your ID numbers like I've been known to do, this is where you would put the order ID if you wanted a specific one. If you want to search and add items, you can search by title or SKU number. Here under the fulfillable quantity, you would just specify the number of fulfillable units that you want to have removed. Or under the unfulfillable quantity, you just specify the number again of the unfulfillable units to remove. And then all you have to do is click Continue. If there's a list of items here and there's some of them that you do not want to remove, but they're showing up here, you just click the Delete box and it will remove it from your order. Once you do your order, I guess the other things that you might need to know is it takes about 10 to 14 days in order for Amazon to get that order to you. I have seen it take as long as 30 days, especially in really busy removal months, which, the long-term storage fees around February, March, and again in August and September, those are really heavy time periods for Amazon and the removal orders. So it just takes a matter of seconds to check my units. Every 2 to 3 days I can go under manage inventory and have a look-see. And by doing this every couple of days and just taking, just going through it real quickly, I'm able to receive my reimbursements a lot faster from Amazon. Sometimes I didn't even know I had a reimbursement coming. I didn't even know that a product was missing. And this just makes me mindful of it. I can look at it, I can open a case, and I can request a reimbursement, and I get those reimbursements faster, which means I'm getting money faster. The second thing I really like about doing this is it just keeps my inventory list clean. You know, I don't have damaged items, I don't have expired items, I don't not know what's going on with my inventory. So I like having a handle on the items I have in the warehouses, that everything's as it should be, and it's just easy to do this. So once you get the feel for it, once you know which buttons to click, it's really a simple process. So quick couple other things that I want to note while we're on our Amazon Seller Central account is if you want to close items, not necessarily have them sent back to you, but you just want to close them for you know, any kind of reason. Say you're doing private label and you know you're getting low on product and you don't want any more to sell, you just want to close it but not necessarily remove it. That is different from a removal order. And basically you're going to go under inventory, manage inventory, just the same as you did. And then here on this drop down menu, the same menu we used to create the removal order, we're just going to go down to close listing. And you can see a lot of helpful items here. There's here, let me use this one so you can see all of it. You can manage your images, you can copy a listing, you can add different conditions. So this is a real helpful drop-down menu, and if you could just take a minute and kind of read through these with me, then you'll kind of know where they are in case you need one of those items. Okay, the second thing I want to show you here on your home page of Amazon Seller Central is go to reports and then go down to payments, and then hit this transaction view, do service fees, and then you can do past number of days or custom date range, or you can scroll down to this. I chose this date range. I clicked update because I did have 2 FBA removal orders that I had submitted. They were 2 items that I had brought into the warehouse, and then they became items that you weren't allowed to sell any longer on Amazon. So you had to be just the manufacturer of that item is the only one that could sell it. And they're brand new, which was a bummer, and they were worth good money, which was a bummer, but I'm going to put them on eBay. And so I wanted to have them removed and sent back to me so that I could place them on eBay because, you know, they're good items. And so this is what I did, and I can see, the reason I'm showing you this is that you can see the fees that you incurred for that product. So if you want to check on the fees that you're getting from Amazon, if you want to see how much they're charging you, whether it's long-term storage fees, any kind of fees at all, this is where you're going to find it, this payments, transaction view, and you can just kind of look for a certain time period. You can download printouts, and I just wanted to show you that. And so my restricted products here, I was able to have sent back for $1, which was well worth it. Okay, and the last thing I want to show you on your Amazon Seller Central inventory, manage inventory page, if you scroll over here to inventory dashboard and click on this, this kind of gives you a snapshot of how your inventory is doing. And so if you look at it, it kind of tells you, I'm going to move down here a little bit. It tells me that there's 14 units that will incur the long-term storage fee on February 15th. And so that's only in, you know, a couple of weeks. So I can view these units. I can go ahead and submit a particular date to have these items removed so that it will be before February 15th. I can also put a sell on these items so that, you know, I'm trying to offload them and sell them and make some profit before incurring a cost to have it sent back to me. So this is just kind of a way that you can see, you know, if I had kept better stock, this is what my estimated loss of sales were. If I had, you know, if I was able to keep more items in stock, and these are actually my Hot Wheels because it keeps telling me I need to stock my Hot Wheels and I'm out. So, you know, different things. I have some units here. I have these, you know, rectangular plastic electrical box covers. They're a slow moving inventory. They're not moving like I had hoped. So I have, you know, some extra units of those. Them right here, they have low traffic. You know, maybe I want to do something. Maybe I want to lower the cost. Maybe, you know, I want to do something about that. So if you come up here to this inventory dashboard, it's just helpful to kind of see the health of the inventory that you currently have in stock. And with this, you can also keep an eye on those long-term storage fees, because I think that worries a lot of people, especially the newbies. So I wanted to just pop over to that while we were here. Okay, that's all I have for you today, guys. I hope it was a little bit helpful. If you have more questions about it, please answer below. I got to tell you, I am so loving our YouTube community, because I'm seeing a lot of people answering other people, just a lot of conversations happening as I'm scrolling through to comment myself. And I really just think that's awesome, because that's what this is, just a YouTube family. And I'm not the only one that can respond to the comments. I think it's great to hear other people's opinions, because I just make these videos about, my store and my experience. And it's kind of hard sometimes, because you have, 15,000 people critiquing everything, that you buy and do. But, this is just my journey, and I make a lot of mistakes, and I'm learning as I go too, right alongside you. So I love that we do this together, and that you guys can comment below. If you're not aware, I have a website, and it is right here on the link if you want to click on that, entrepreneurgirl.net. It's just a beginning website. I'm really proud of it, but I have a lot of improvements to add to it too. So lots going to be happening there. I love you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and I will see you next video. Bye.